Hey you, welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
I'm wife.
And together we're reading the Bible.
Starting with Genesis and eventually ending with Revelations, we're working through every book and offering our atheist 2 cents.
Or shekels.
Yeah, those. We're asking questions and pointing out all the nonsense.
We aren't academics or scholars.
Nope. In fact, when it comes to religion, we really don't know anything at all.
What we've learned so far is that God's a dick.
Oh, he really is, isn't he? If you're interested in how we reached this startling conclusion, maybe start from episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in anywhere. It's all good.
Yep.
Hey wife, we just got a new sponsor. It's Anchor. They must think we're doing something right because they picked us back up.
That's amazing. Want to hear something even more amazing?
Yeah?
I actually know what they are.
You are full of shit. I'm calling your bluff. Tell me about Anchor.
Okay, so Anchor by Spotify is the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place.
I'm actually surprised you knew that, but did you also know that Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer?
Yes, because I see you do that on your phone all the time and it looks pretty simple.
It really is, and when hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
But I use CastBox.
Yeah, darling, I know you like CastBox. It gets distributed there too, and lots of other platforms as well.
And how much are we paying for this awesome service?
Absolutely nothing.
Coolio! So then we should tell people to download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started?
Yep, do it now.
Hey, husband.
Hey, wife.
Ready for Q&A?
Oh, am I ever?
We're doing a Q&A over Deuteronomy chapters 30 through 34.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about the Thummim and Urim.
The thumb and the urine?
Yes, thumbs. I'm all thumbs, and I have urine.
All right, let's do this.
Yep. Okay, so I don't know if you recall, but in Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 8, Moses said this about the tribe of Levi. O Lord, you have given your Thummim and Urim, the sacred lots, to your faithful servants, the Levites.
Yeah, I remember. It didn't mean a whole lot to me at the time.
Right?
So.
Okay, so there's some questions, right? What the fuck is the Thummim and the Urim?
Right.
And so do you remember when early on, I think it was in Genesis maybe, we talked about the ephod?
Kind of. It was that the... remind me.
Okay, it's like the part of the breastplate that covers...
Okay, yeah. I almost said that, but I didn't want to sound stupid. And then...
So then you sounded stupid anyway.
Then I sounded stupid anyway, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's that part of the breastplate that covers their clothing or their uniform. Now, what I don't recall is having said at the time is that the ephod was usually worn by, like, the high priest.
Right.
Not just... like your average guy.
Not average priest. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So, the Thummim and Urim are elements of the breastplate worn by the high priest, and they're attached to the ephod. And they're connected with divination and claromancy and, like, magic, okay?
What?
Okay, so, there are pieces that hang off.
Okay.
Of the high priest.
Yeah.
They hang off of his ephod.
Okay. The breastplate thing.
Yeah, and they're pieces of high magic. Okay.
So
they viewed them as magical things.
So, there was magic in Christianity?
Yes. So, the next question would be, so what do they mean by divination and claromancy?
Right,
okay?
yeah, because I'm like, wait a second, what?
Yeah, follow me here, okay?
Okay.
So, by divination, they meant by way of the occult to foresee, to foretell, to predict, or to prophecy. Okay?
And I do remember that was okay as long as it came true.
Yeah. And as long as it was like one of God's friends on the God team.
You gotta be on God's side, and it's gotta come true. And if it doesn't, ooh,
right,
you best watch out.
Right. So, the other term, Claromancy, that one I had never heard of, but it means the casting of lots, like rolling the dice or drawing the short stick, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Where the answer is random, but like throwing the bones.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Casting lots.
I got it.
So,
so sometimes how does that fit into being a priest?
So the priest would use divination and claromancy to tell.
So part random answer, part...
But they believe that the random answer was supplied by God.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So not really random. Random as per God's word.
Right. It
it
wasn't random to them. To us, of course, it is random. But to them, they firmly believe that whatever it landed on, God made that happen.
It's like if you shook the magic 8-ball and the answer you got, you attributed it to God giving you the answer.
Yes, and you always lived by the magic 8-ball.
Got it.
By whatever answer came up. Yes.
I do love me some magic 8-ball though. So,
I know. Same. So there were some different translations of the terms Thummim and Urim.
Okay.
They were originally translated to mean lights and perfections, or revelation and truth, or to teach and be true. Okay. And then, so that is this and this. Well, then it became this or this, and it translated to truth or curse.
Okay.
And then innocent or guilty.
I see.
And so that's how they would judge.
Well, and this is like kind of where like good and evil comes into religion and stuff, right? I mean, there is no gray area. It's all, you're either on the good side or the bad side. Right. It's all truth or false. It's all, there's no in between.
So when they couldn't, decide like witnesses and everything.
Right.
With a court thing, like a court hearing or whatever.
Right.
If they just didn't know the answer, they would go to the high priest, and the high priest would do his little...
roll the dice.
Magic-y stuff, and whatever the answer came would determine somebody's innocence or guilt.
You know what probably determined it more than their innocence or guilt?
What?
How much money that person gives to the church.
That could be as well.
And also how much that person was friends with the priest person.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yep.
I bet that had more influence than anything else.
Probably. But... one thing I find interesting is that several years later, these same kind of magics were used to determine if women were witches in Salem.
Yeah, I always love that. Like, there's a scene from Monty Python and the Holy Grail where they've got the witch on the giant scale and, like, weighing it with a chicken on the other side, and it evens out. And they're like, and what do we do with the witch? And they, they have them go through all these things and burn it, whatever.
Yeah.
So, you gotta watch it if you haven't seen it. Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
I mean, really, all the Monty Pythons.
Well, yeah, all of them are good.
I preferred Life of Brian, but Holy Grail is really good.
Yeah, yep.
So that's basically all I had. That's the Thummim and the Urim. They're just little magic-y things that hang off of the high priest's ephod. Okay.
Well, that was pretty short. I guess we're saving some good stuff for the Deuteronomy wrap-up. Is that it?
I mean, I guess. I don't know. Now you just, played it up.
Yeah, that better be a good episode.
Jesus.
I know, right? All right. Well, tomorrow is our weekly wrap-up thing. Yeah, where we play all the episodes at once. And then Monday, we will be getting into special episodes all week because we're wrapping up Deuteronomy. And
we're wrapping up the Pentateuch.
And then after that week's up, we're going to be going into Joshua. So
yep.
This is pretty cool.
This is pretty cool. I'm very excited.
We accomplished something. We finished a word, like it's the Pentateuch, right?
Yeah.
We finished a word.
I know.
We finished that damn thing.
It's true.
Yeah.
I want to know if there are other sections,
right?
so that we can say we finished that one.
It and be like, okay, that we got done with that.
I mean, okay, so you said that one of Lyle Lovett's.
Joshua judges Ruth.
Yeah, that's going to be our next section.
Right.
We finished the Lyle Lovett section.
There you go. Perfect.
Okay. And we'll come up with something new for each of the other. We'll come up with some more groups.
Sure. Sounds good.
That's the only way to get through this.
All right, guys. We'll see you probably Monday.
Yep.
And
no, definitely Monday.
Definitely Monday. Yeah. Sorry. Definitely Monday. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, wife.
Yes, husband.
Did you know that we are now on Patreon?
Yes, because you told me, but also, no, tell me more.
So we're on Patreon now.
Are we?
We are. And our supporters can go there and support us. And we have multiple levels all the way up to You Killed God.
That sounds really drastic and escalated quickly-ish.
Well, no, there's multiple levels before there. So it escalates on a sliding scale of, cheap to not cheap. Oh. But, we can definitely use any amount. So, any support is always appreciated.
So what exactly is Patreon?
It's a place where you can show your support for our podcast. And
just our podcast?
Any podcast or any performer. But, we're the ones that, you're listening to right now. So maybe you should, support us. That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. But we love you anyway.
So all you got to do is go to Patreon, look up Sacrilegious Discourse. It's actually patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse is our actual main page there. So head on over and send us some love.
Yeah. Husband, it's the end.
It is indeed, wife.
Tell the people where they can contact us.
Well, they can get a hold of us via our email, which is sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. We have Twitter at sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh, why do you know? Why do you keep doing that? Ugh. All right, we have a Facebook page, an Instagram page, and a Pinterest page. But if you really want to get our attention, Twitter's where it's at.
Twitter is where you're at.
Yeah.
And they should also review, like, and subscribe, yeah?
Definitely. Apple Podcasts reviews help us out tremendously. And we also can use your support on Patreon, which is a great place to support us as well. That would be at patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse.
Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye.